Okay. Guys, thank you so much for hopping on. I am so excited. I know that there were a million places that you could be tonight, and you chose to be here. And I promise you, it is going to be well worth your time, whether this ends up being something you are interested in or not. I know that Phoebe and Cami are so excited that you took the time to be here, and they thought of you for a very specific reason. And it's just to bless you. So I'm going to get started really quick so I don't waste your time. I am Jalynn Fisher, and I live around Des Moines, Iowa. We live in the country. We have 60 chickens, 20 ducks, two peacocks, two dogs, a million cats, sheep, and a cow. And I am a city girl that moved to the country 9 years ago. I was a respiratory therapist at a level 1 trauma center for 13 years. And I absolutely loved what I did at the hospital. I worked everywhere. I worked on flight team, NICU, PICU, ICU, all the things. Hated pediatrics because I am a mom of 4 kids, and it just made me a crazy person. But I homeschool 4 kids now. We've been doing that now for 8 years. It's something that I told God I would never in a million years do. Also, I told him I would never in a million years do network marketing. So here we go. Love the story. Don't tell him you won't do things because they'll be like, oh, you're so cute. You will. So I'm going to share with you a lot of information, and I promise you're going to feel like you're drinking from a fire hose, but it is good, 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 good stuff. So I was introduced to this 8 years ago. And for 2 years, I was super, super mean to the person that asked me to take a look at this. So kudos to you for just being open in any way, shape, or form, because I was not. I was not open for 2 years. I was like, people bring their supplements and all their stuff into the hospital all the time. They ask us, is this good? And there's nothing that ever shows either way, whether it is or not. So I was a hard no for 2.5 years. But I have been taking prescriptions since I was in junior high. And it got to the point when I was pregnant with my 4th baby that my Band-Aid, AKA the prescription that was just there to eliminate a negative symptom I didn't want, but was not fixing the actual problem of what was happening in my body, I could no longer take that because I was pregnant and that prescription could harm my growing baby. So I was desperate. I was laying on the couch 4 to 5 days a week. And anytime I would try and sit up, I would either pass out from the pain or I would just be puking profusely off the side of my couch. And that is not a feasible way to live when you have 3 children, growing one. Your husband's taken 22 credits in college, working full-time retail, and you still have 2 jobs. And so I was desperate. And I only remember that my friend said the word natural. That's the only thing I remember she said. And I called her up one day and I was like, okay, give me the ingredients. I'm going to take this to every doctor I know. I'm going to make sure it's safe for me to take, and I will try it. I'll try anything at this point. Beautiful thing about working at a hospital and working with a lot of doctors is I took this to every doctor I knew. I took this to the head of osteopathic medicine at DMU, which is the number 2 DO school in the entire country. I took this to the doctors I worked with at the hospital. I took this to my midwife, and they all were like, I was like, I need to know if this is safe for me to take. And they said, yes, but how did I not know about this? Like, oxidative stress is the root of everything. Why did I not know about this? Every single solitary one of them takes the products, and about half of them do the business side with me. So I'm going to share with you all the information. Oh, and PS, that was 7 years ago, and I have not needed my prescription, and I have not had debilitating pain in my head in 7 years. And it was not because this is a miracle pill, because it's absolutely not. It's completely not a miracle pill. But when you get to the root of a problem and you fix the root, all those negative little tentacles of stuff that you don't like actually go away. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to kind of fill you in on a lot of stuff, and I'll share a little bit more about me too. But I'm going to share with you the LifeVantage story. That is the company that we're talking about. I'm going to share with you some product information. and some business information. And I'm telling you, it's not for everybody. And not all of the information is for everybody, but I am never going to prejudge anyone. So I don't know where you're sitting tonight, but I do know that this can be beneficial to so many people for so many reasons. So I'm going to fill you in on an ABC investigative report. Do you guys remember ABC investigation? John Quinones would go in and investigate companies. And what would happen at the end of those investigations usually is a company would be shut down and a CEO would go to prison. That's what would happen. And so this investigation happened. I'm going to share that investigation with you, and then I'm going to come back and share with you what has happened since that investigation. So listen up. Listen for the words oxidative stress and listen to what he has to say about it and what it does.
Following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
Yeah.
No.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside the body. Granted,
Okay, I've heard.
Some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain.
I think I just did that. Hold on.
Following is an ABC primetime investigative report that aired in 2005.
You want to get an edge on turning back the clock with just a few pills? Who doesn't? Well, it's no longer science fiction, but science possibility, a potential breakthrough. As I found out firsthand, there may be a way to erase years, at least inside my body. Granted, it's down the road, but some scientists are wondering if a new pill I took might offer a very long life. It may not look like the fountain of youth, but inside this nondescript building, I'm about to become part of an exciting experiment, a kind of guinea pig. Okay. I'm here at the University of Colorado in Denver. This is pretty exciting stuff you're finding, huh?
It is. We're very excited about it.
His latest research could very well unravel the mystery of aging itself. And his decades of experiments may have the potential of adding years to people's lives and possibly prevent chronic diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease. It all centers around this small yellow pill, and for me, it begins with a blood test. Oxidative stress, like the rusting of an engine, is not a good thing.
Bad for the body.
Leading to disease.
Leading to disease and leading to malfunction, and importantly, leading to what we call aging. It is a slow progression of increasing oxidative stress. That's the main characteristic biochemically of the aging process.
It's called Protandim, and tests on both mice and humans have already shown that it revs up the manufacture of those good enzymes in our bodies. More enzymes, fewer free radicals to harm it.
Right now, all we know is that this preparation decreases oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is not a disease, just like aging is not in itself a disease, but it's something that accompanies and is attached to many disease processes.
Have you discovered the fountain of youth?
I wouldn't put it that way, but we may have discovered something that will tell us a lot more about how we age, what happens biochemically, and maybe how we can slow it down.
Normally, oxidative stress, measured by those T-bars, increases with age. Taking just one pill of Protandim a day reversed that trend for everyone at every age, even for an 80-year-old. But what about my progress? After nearly 2 weeks now, it's time to get my results. The result? My level of oxidative stress has declined dramatically.
45%, that's excellent.
Just look at where I fall on the graph, before and after.
Which, if extrapolated back, is the level you would see in a newborn baby.
Have we turned back the clock? Well, maybe not on the outside, but deep inside within my cells. Yes, indeed.
Okay. So that ABC investigative report aired back in 2005. And at the end of that, they put on the screen, if you want more information or you want to get your hands on this product, go to this website. And that's what people did. About $5 million worth of sales went through in the next 2 weeks. Problem is Joe McCord was a scientist in a lab who had devoted 40 years of his life to aging, to disease processes associated with aging. And he did not have the infrastructure to mass produce $5 million worth of Protandim virtually overnight. So those orders went unfulfilled. They did get their ducks in a row and put Protandim NRF2 on the shelves of Rite Aid and GNC and Walgreens. It was not selling though, because it's sitting there being sold as an antioxidant. And this is not an antioxidant. It turns on your own body's antioxidants. And so it's sitting there next to a $7 bottle of vitamin C. And so he hired an external consulting company to come in, and he's like, okay, this is an amazing product that does amazing things. We need to keep it on the shelves. And they took one look at that and said, you need this in person-to-person distribution. The average human doesn't know what oxidative stress is. And so you need to do education. And so that's where we are today. This is a publicly traded company on the NASDAQ, which is hugely important to me. But it is also the only product in the world, both in the pharmaceutical world and in the supplement world, that can legally say that this product will reduce oxidative stress in every person by an average of 40% in 30 days and 70% with continued use. And if you saw from that video, Quinones, his oxidative stress was decreased 45% in 2 weeks, because he only gave it 2 weeks before he went back and got his blood drawn again. And blood doesn't lie, right? So it tells this story. And Protandim works very differently than what you would consider a supplement. A supplement's going to go in and add to. And what this does is, yes, and antioxidants are good. We know free radicals are bad, and we are told to eat our antioxidants. 50 years ago, they used to believe if you ate healthy and you exercised, you could eliminate the damages associated with aging. And what we know now is we are attacked trillions and trillions and trillions of times every single second of every moment of our life with this thing called free radicals. And if we don't have antioxidants to kill those free radicals, when they go unchecked, they build up in our body and produce this thing called oxidative stress, which is the root of over 400 disease processes. So that's why I say this is not a miracle pill, but if you get to the root of a problem and you fix that, your body can do amazing things. And so, yes, eat your fruits and vegetables, they're great, but say you eat an orange, you're eating 1 molecule of vitamin C. When that molecule of vitamin C is used up by a free radical, it can't be used again. It's done. It's waste. What your body does is it produces these antioxidant molecules, these enzymes called catalase and glutathione and SOD. A lot of people know what glutathione is, right? People were talking about that a lot during COVID. It's a master immune response of the body, but your body produces that. Problem is at about the age of 20, that starts to turn off. And so what this is doing is it's just going in and saying, hey, we're being attacked. We need catalase and glutathione and SOD produced by the body's cell. And 1 molecule of vitamin C, 1 molecule of glutathione is going to kill 1 million free radicals before it's used up and can't be used again. 1 million to 1 versus 1 to 1. Our body is capable of so much more than anything we can take externally. And so when you look at the human body, all of the body is affected by oxidative stress. From the eyes to the joints, kidneys, lungs, brain, immune system, blood vessels, all of these things are highly affected by this oxidative stress. So I'm a respiratory therapist. Oxygen is good, right? It's very good. We need it. The air is comprised of 21% oxygen. If it was 23, it'd be too much. If it were less than 20, it'd be too little, and we would suffocate. So oxygen is good, but if you cut open an apple and you set it on the countertop, what happens to it? It starts to turn brown, right? That's oxidation. Oxygen hits that and it rusts that apple. It oxidizes it. That's what's happening in our bodies on a cellular level. And we don't want that. We want that to slow down. And so PubMed.gov is the Bible of medical research. When people would bring their supplements in, I would go and I'd search and I'm like, okay, you're saying your product is highly researched, but I see no research. What we see a lot of times in the supplement world is there's no research on specific disease processes because we're not allowed to. Our hands are tied in a lot of areas. But because of that ABC investigative report, we have research that shows that this does what it does in the body. and it is incredible. There are actually 21 studies, not on an ingredient. So like turmeric is a highly researched, scientifically proven herb that is actually absolutely incredible. But a lot of times you'll have a product that contains turmeric, and then that product will say it's scientifically proven and highly researched. Well, an ingredient in the product is scientifically proven and highly researched, but is the product itself. And that's a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful thing that we have is this is scientifically proven and researched by all of these different people. So the American Heart Association had never endorsed a branded supplement before Protandim, and it hasn't since Protandim. But there's a study in their medical journal called Circulation that you can go look up and read, and it is amazing. They did a study on Protandim and the effects on the heart. Harvard, Louisiana State University, Texas Tech, all of these people have done third-party peer-reviewed research, meaning research that they paid for, that we did not on this product, which is absolutely amazing. And so that same idea of let's turn on the body, let's have the body do what the body was made to do, because when it's given what it needs, it lives in a state of health. And so there are multiple pathways in our body. There's a pathway called NRF1, there's a pathway called NRF2, and there's a pathway called NAD. And these all affect different components. Most people don't know this, but you cannot have an autoimmune disease in the body without having a direct mitochondria dysfunction associated with it. So you want to make sure your mitochondria are functioning. That is what the NRF1 pathway does in the body. It goes to the mitochondria, strengthens the mitochondria you have, and it makes them talk nice to each other and network nicely and produce more. And then NAD, that is huge, huge, huge for the heart. Energy, all of those things. This is what we call a trisynergizer. You can't patent an herb, but you can patent something that you can prove does something more than the individual parts can do by themselves. And so this just shows real quick, you can take NRF2, that's going to decrease the oxidative stress in your body. This is talking specific genes in your body, the upregulation of those genes. Only about 2% of your DNA is coded at birth. The rest of it is affected. You can positively affect it and you can negatively affect it, but it's kind of like a switchboard. You can turn on good switches and turn off bad switches, but they're all affected. And so this is a study that was done that's just showing that them together are so much more potent than the individual parts. And then collagen. Everybody knows what collagen is, and I'm sure everybody takes collagen because it's great. The body is made up a lot of collagen. But not all collagen is created equal. And I'm going to kind of explain that here in a second. But what this does, collagen is important for your nail health. It's important for muscle recovery, for gut health. That is a huge one. Mental health. And that kind of goes into the gut health. We know that if people struggle with depression or anxiety or ADHD, it's a gut problem more than likely. And the gut needs to be healed versus the brain, because the gut is your second brain. It controls 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So it affects everything. If you didn't have collagen in your body, you would be a big pile of goo on the floor. But what's unique about this collagen is it, again, turns on your own body's collagen production. Every collagen on the market will replace lost collagen stores. The problem is we want it to do more than that. We want your body to continue creating its own collagen like it did when you were young. And we don't want your body to deplete your collagen like it does when it's old. This is just a study that shows the increase in collagen density in an 8-week clinical trial that was done. The blood catalase level increased by 202%, skin elasticity by 8, depth of crow's feet was reduced by 22%. But I'm the statistics person, but I know a lot of people are like, just show me the pictures, show me what this does. So I'll go through these pretty quick. This is on the left. This is my friend Maria's leg. She lives in Phoenix. It's amazing because did you know that cellulite and things like that is usually stuck fascia, right? And a loss of collagen production. And so it's just amazing what that can do in the body. People's necks are changing dramatically. I know Phoebe has an amazing 6-day picture, I think is what it is. This is my friend Sean Poe, his crow's feet. I think that's what those things are called. You guys, I'm not a skincare person, but I am all about activating the body, and what you put inside of your body and what is happening on the inside. This is just what's happening visually on the outside. This is my friend Shauna. She was taking a very, very expensive pharmaceutical grade collagen prior to switching to ours. And so in this first picture, her before picture, she had been taking a really good collagen for 20 years. And just the difference in her skin is huge. This is Becky. She is one of my sweet friends. Also that has benefited from our products. I was hearing something, so I was just gonna make sure I had everybody muted, but I think I do. And then this is a man that had cancer and had received a bunch of radiation, and just his ability to heal his skin so much faster was huge. There's a huge difference between liquid collagen and powdered collagen. Powdered collagen is like a big, huge boulder. Okay, you stick that boulder in your stomach and it has about 5 to 8 hours to pass through your whole body, and you're telling it to break that entire thing apart and use it in a short period of time. And so what liquid is doing is it's taking that boulder, it's breaking it up into tiny little pieces of sand so that your body is able to utilize it and absorb it easier. It's hydrolyzed collagen, which is very bioavailable, and that's very, very important. The other thing that is awesome, this ruby red quinoa, that increases your own body's gene, like the gene pool of your body, to boost collagen production by 5 times. This is a study of collagen density. All of that green is super, super good. You want more of that. That's always important. A lot of people are using bovine collagen, and I'm not a fan. We use hydrolyzed marine peptides, and every collagen on the market has 1 collagen in it. Some have up to 4. I have found a few that have 4 types of collagen in it. They all have type 1 because type 1 is the most prevalent collagen in your body, but your body actually needs and utilizes many, many, many different types of collagen, and they use it for your body uses it for very specific things. So this actually contains 10 types of collagen, which I have yet to find anywhere else. And then we really focus on maintaining the collagen production that you do currently have, so you don't lose that with the citrus berry extract. So the things that are not in it, there's no sugars, no artificial sweeteners, no GMOs. It's free. It has all the frees in it, dairy, gluten, soy, and it's super, super yummy. I was taking a really, really nasty collagen. It was not easy to eat. It tasted like ground up bone. This is really, really yummy. I love drinking it. My kids, every time they see me getting it out, they want to lick out the container. They're like, "Can I have what's left? Can I have what's left?" They beg me for it. So this is our newest product. Again, really focusing on like, how can we get to the root of what's causing problems in our body? And everybody knows what retinol is, right? I didn't know a ton about retinol, but I know that there are some negative effects of retinol, like you can't go out in the sun and your skin gets really sensitive and it does this weird peeling thing and all the bad things that you don't want and like you don't want to be visibly seen with. This is a retinol alternative that is made with good, clean ingredients. And what I love about it is you use it twice a day, every day. I still go out in the sun. I am not a skincare junkie. I actually, before this retinol came out, would wash my face like once a week. It's a real thing. Not ideal, but I did it. It's called like momming 4 kids and running a couple businesses. It's a lot, but I am obsessed with this stuff. This has absolutely changed my skin. My eczema is gone, which is shocking to me because I've had it since I was in junior high. But this is a really good combo. And right now, if you buy the NRF2 and collagen, you get that True Renew for 40% off, which is awesome. And these are just pictures that show all the wonderful things that they do. This is my friend Jolene. She lives in Canada. And then I'll give you a little bit more information on a few other products that we have. This is my favorite product. Because it tastes really, really good, and I homeschool 4 kids. And people ask me all the time, how do you homeschool 4 kids? And I say, #Axio. It's the greatest thing of all time. It's like putting the blinders on and being able to focus. And I mean focus for more than 10 minutes, which most kids, that's what they're capable of. But you can see here, this is my friend Brett Brimhall. He's a doctor down in Phoenix. This is his nephew before and after taking Protandim and Axio. It really opens up the brain. It turns on the neurotransmitters of your brain to fire straight and clean, which is huge. This has B vitamins, quercetin, L-theanine, niacin, stuff that feeds the neurotransmitters of your brain, and you don't have a crash. There's no crash and burn afterwards, but you can just see the brain's ability to focus. My kids drink this every day before we do school, and I drink this every day at 2 p.m. when I would regularly be wanting some coffee to get all the things done. I go with Axio. So I think there's somebody unmuted, but I don't know where. I hear loud noises. I don't know. Okay. So that is kind of the products that we have. We have a lot of other great, wonderful things. Daily Wellness is amazing. We have a skincare line because LSU did a study on melanoma skin cancer. And when they were done crushing up pills of Protandim and putting that on the cancer cells, they came back to the company and said, this outperformed everything. You need to produce a skincare line. So we have a skincare line that goes 7 layers deep through the dermis. And there is somebody making noise. I can't find them. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully you can still hear me. We have the Rise AM and Reset PM. That is the best way to sleep. You're getting all your vitamins and minerals. What you put on your skin is absorbed very quickly. And so you want to make sure what you're putting on your skin is clean. You don't want to put bad toxic chemicals on your body. And so if you put something on your scalp, within 7 seconds, you can pull that out of a blood draw, which is crazy. So we have an awesome, awesome hair care line that is super, super huge. I am going to...
Dylan, I think Tammy,
I can't mute her.
Can you see her?
Yep, I can, but I can't mute her. Tammy, if you can hear me, could you please mute? I don't know if you can hear me. Okay. Maybe she muted herself. Yeah, I got back there. So there's a couple ways you can
finally got it downloaded on my computer, on my phone.
Okay.
The sound, it took me forever to find the sound. Now it's
How to get her to
going in and out. This is the volume.
I don't know why I can't get her to mute.
Let me see if I can text her.
She muted. Okay. So I'm sorry, guys. There's a couple ways that you can get started. If you're thinking, okay, I need this for myself, take the products. They're amazing. We have really, really happy customers that see the benefits of the product. We have an awesome, awesome customer rewards program. So if you're thinking, okay, I want to be a customer, that's awesome. Be a customer. 90% of my business is happy customers who take these products. They love them. Makes for a really, really, really stable business for anybody that does decide that this is a business you want to do. If you're thinking, okay, I want to look into becoming a consultant. We are very much, take it, love it, and share it. We all share the things that we love. And if you were thinking through people that could possibly benefit from these, I will tell you there are good ways to make an extra income. Just sharing what you love. These packs are on massive, massive, massive discount between now and tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. But this truly is the laptop lifestyle. I am somebody who runs my entire business from my phone. I am almost rarely in front of my computer. I do everything from my phone. But the business is not for everybody, and that's okay. But if you're thinking of people that it can help, I promise you that if this is not a way you see yourself making a second or third income, the world has changed a little bit. And I think when I was able to walk away from my job 6 years ago, I had no idea that there was a national pandemic coming. And I think a lot of people realized through that what they used to believe was stable income was not actually as stable as they thought. And our world is actually exploding in inflation right now, if you haven't noticed. And really, if you're depending on one income, you're one income away from nothing. And there's just nobody I know right now that could say, I couldn't benefit from an extra $1,200 a month. And I'm here to tell you what we do is super, super simple. We get you information, we get your questions answered, and then we let you decide for yourself what you want to do with this information. That's totally up to you. But there is a way to make an income doing this, and we walk you through how to do this in a way that blesses people. You get paid in direct proportion to the number of people that you help. But we are a publicly traded company, so we have to share the numbers down to the penny, or we will be shut down by the FTC. And in the beginning, my goal was to make an extra $300 to $500 a month because I knew what the products cost and I know what it costs to be healthy. You're going to pay to be sick or you're going to pay to be healthy, but you're going to pay for one or the other. And so I just wanted to make an extra $300 to $500 a month. That was my goal. And that was my only goal. And that's 100% okay. But just know that wherever you see yourself in this list, this annual monthly commission pay rank, wherever you see yourself, find the number that you're like, oh, that would make a difference in our household. That would change things around here. I'm never somebody that has ever done this type of business. I've never sold a thing in my life. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna be coachable. I'm gonna be teachable. I've never done this before. Just tell me what to do. And I was able to hit that rank of Pro 3 in 30 days and the rank of Pro 5 in 120 days and replace my 13-year medical career income within 6 months of starting this business. And I was able to walk away from the hospital. And when they called me in the middle of a national pandemic and asked if I'd come back and run the life support, I could say, yeah, I'll come back and help you for a day if you need me, but I'm not coming back to work. I get paid more to be at home with my family than I do at the hospital. And that is not, like I said, not for everybody, but I promise you, we can show you exactly how to do that and walk through that with you. And so wherever you see yourself, make sure you get back with the person that has invited you to take a look at this because they thought of you for a reason. And you're going to find yourself in one of three categories. You're either going to be like, yes, this is for me. I want to be a customer. Great. We can get you a cart. You can get set up and it will be shipped directly to your house and you get to enjoy all that goodness. Or you're like, I have questions. That's awesome too. We are here to answer your questions. And when those questions get answered, then you can decide what you want to do with this information. Or you're thinking, I know a bunch of people that this can help. I would love to get started on a business. Great. We'll become best friends really, really quickly. And it will be so much fun. We are having a blast doing this. But wherever you find yourself, make sure that you get back with the person that invited you because nobody wants to be a crazy network marketer that drives everybody nuts. But we do know what these products can do and they did invite you for a reason. So just tell them yes or no. And they will not drive you crazy and be annoying, but they did think of you for a reason. So I am so thankful that you decided to hop on. Erin Brockovich is on our board of directors, and she is absolutely amazing. And she does not endorse anything that is not legit. But I will leave you with this. Warren Buffett said, if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And that is definitely something that can be found here. And if this isn't a way that you see yourself making another form of income, I encourage you to find a way to make money while you sleep. It's called passive income, and it is so, 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 so vitally important in the world we live in right now. So I am so thankful for you guys. Thank you for hopping on. I am going to end